Hello everyone, I Kanira Chirag, Faculty of Diploma Computer in Dr. Subhash Technical Campus. Welcome all to Lecture 2 of Unit 3 Android Activities and GUI Design. In this lecture, we will discuss about Android View and Android View Group and different GUI control available in Android. Android View and Android View Group. In Android, layout is used to define the user interface for an app or activity, and it will hold the GUI elements that will appear to the user. The user interface in an Android app is made up with a collection of view and view group objects. Generally, the Android apps will contain one or more activities, and each activity is one screen of app. The activities will contain a multiple UI, means user interface component, and those UI components are instances of view and view group classes. Both view and view group subclasses together will play a key role to create a layout in Android application. Now we will discuss each one in detail. Android View. The view is the base class for all UI components in Android. For example, the edit text class is used to accept the input from user in Android apps, which is a subclass of view. Following are the sum of common view subclasses that will be used in Android application: text view, edit text, button, checkbox, radio button, image button, progress bar, and spinner. Now, Android View Group. The view group is a subclass of view, and it will act as a base class for layout and layout parameters. The view group will provide an invisible container to hold other view or view group and to define the layout properties. For example, linear layout is the view group that contain a UI control like button, text view, and other layout also. Following are commonly used view group subclasses in Android application: linear layout, relative layout, table layout, frame layout, wave view, list view, and grid view. Now we will discuss second topic is Android UI control. In Android, user interface or input control are the interactive or view components that are used to design the user interface of an application. In Android, we have a wide variety of user interface or input control available. Those are text view, edit text, button, checkbox, progress bar, spinner, and etc. In Android, we have separate GUI XML file that is in the res layout folder. We have to create our GUI in this file. All the string resources that we need in our GUI must be defined in string.xml file in res value folder. These string resources are used to label a button, to set a text for text view, etc. In figure we can see the different GUI control available in Android. In Android, we can define a UI or input control in two ways. Those are declare a UI element in XML and create a user interface element at runtime. The Android framework will allow us to use either or both of these methods to define our application's UI. First is declare UI element in XML. In Android, we can create layout same as web pages in HTML by using default views and view groups in the XML file. The layout file must contain only one root element, which must be a view or view group objects. Once we define the root element, then we can add additional layout objects or widget as the child element to build view hierarchy that define our layout. Following is the example of defining user interface control like text view, edit text, button in the XML file activity_main.xml using linear layout. In Android, each input control is having specific set of event, and this event will be raised when the user performs particular action like entering the text or touches the button. We need to create a user interface layout file in res layout project directory. Then only the layout file will compile properly. Next is load XML layout file from activity. Once we are done with the creation of layout with user interface control, we need to load XML layout resources from our activity on create callback method like as shown below. If you observe above code, we are calling our layout using setContentView method in the form of r.layout.layout file name. Here our XML file name is activity underscore main.xml, so we use the file name activity underscore main. Generally, during the launch of our activity on create callback method will be called by Android framework to get the required layout for an activity. Next way to define a UI is create a UI element at runtime. If you want to create UI element at runtime, we need to create our own custom view and view group objects programmatically with required layouts. Following is the example of creating UI elements. Text view edit text button in linear layout using custom view and view group objects in an activity programmatically. By creating a custom view and view group programmatically, we can define UI control in layout based on our requirement in Android application. So these are two ways we can define UI element. Next is width and height. When we define UI control in a layout using an XML file, we need to set width and height for every view and view group element using layout width and layout height attribute. We use different value to set layout width and layout height. Those are match parent and wrap content. If we set value match parent, then the view or view group will try to match with parent width or height. If we set value wrap content, then the view or view group will try to adjust its width or height based on the content. Next is Android different types of UI controls. Following are the commonly used UI or input control in Android application. Text view. In Android, text view is an interface control that we use to display the text to the user. To create a text or label, we have text view widget in Android. We can set in get text to or from text view dynamically using setText method. To create a label for text view, we have to define string resources into string.xml file. We can use string resources from string.xml file using @string/property. Next control is edit text. In Android, edit text is a user interface control which is used to allow the user to enter or modify the text. Edit text is like a text box HTML. It is used to enter or edit the text. We can make text box, password box and text area from this component. Set text and get text method used to set or get text from edit text dynamically. Below code show you how to make it. Android input type property specify which type of we need to input in this component. Android same input type is equal to number. If we have to type number value in edit text, if value is text, then we have to type any text value in edit text. If input type value is text password, then make edit text as a password box. If value is text multiline, makes a multiline text area. Next UI control is button. In Android, button is a user interface control that is used to perform an action when the user clicks or tap on it. There are three types of button: simple button, image button and toggle button. This button is simple button. Android same layout width. Set the width of button match parent means width is equal to the parent component width that may be layout like a linear layout. Android gem layout height. Set the height of button wrap content means height of button depend on the height of the caption of text. Android gem ID. In Android, every widget have ID value that is specified by @+id slash dot id is used to control the event generated by widget. Second control is image button. In Android, image button is a user interface control that is used to display button with an image, perform action when the user clicks or tap on it. You can set the button's image dynamically by calling set image resource or modifying the XML layout file. So this is the syntax of image button in XML. Next component is toggle button. In Android, toggle button is a user interface control that is used to display on means checked or off means unchecked state as a button with a light indicator. The toggle button, like a checkbox or radio button, is a two-state button. This button can be in either the on state or the off state. Toggle button's default behavior is show a green bar when in the on state and a grayed out bar when in the off state. The default behavior also set the button's text on when it is in the on state and off when it is off state. Next control is checkbox. In Android, checkbox is a two-state button that can be either checked or unchecked. To create a checkbox, we have a checkbox element, and to create a label for checkbox, use Android text property. Label a string value and we have to define it into string.xml file. Below code show you how to create a checkbox. Next component is radio group. In case if we group radio button using a radio group, at a time only one item can be selected from group of radio button. As we know that this is a group element, so we need to create a radio button group. To create a group, we have radio group element in Android. To create a radio button element is used. Label for radio button is set by Android gem text property and ID is set by Android gem ID property. Label are a string value and we have to define it into string.xml file. Note that we have to create a radio button in radio group. To make a group, see the following code to know how to create it. In radio group, there are two radio button, male and female. Default checked button is set by property Android gem checked button. Default radio button is male, and orientation is a way to display a component in horizontal or vertical direction. Next component is spinner. In Android, spinner is a drop down list which you allow to user to select one value from the list. Following code show you how to create the spinner. Thank you for watching this lecture. For more video, like our YouTube channel, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this lecture.